M0FXB, welcome to my channel. M17 open RTX board, which we need to load the firmware on. But right now we're going to attach the screen. Now I've decided to put these pins in here. Just there, if I can zoom in. Just here, and they do, it all corresponds with the writing, the VCC, ground, DN, CLK, CS, ETC, that all corresponds. But what I've decided to do at this point, I'm just going to use just zoom out a bit, use the cable that came with this OLED screen is the zoom in there, 1107. I'll put a link in the description. They're only about £10. The board's from AliExpress, about £35. There's the pins, and I'm going to use the connectors, solder that on there, and then eventually we will be loading the firmware, the connection to the radio. So the whole point of this is that this modem connects to a radio via the 9-pin DIN output and converts the analog signal into M17, so digital. So effectively changing an analog radio into a digital. We've got a microphone and speaker there, so I'm guessing that's where your Kenwood style, even probably Bofung style, will go. There's all buttons here. I don't know how to communicate with this yet. We've got just there, look, 12 volts. So once I've got the screen connected, I'm going to plug it in and see what happens. And then the next video will be actually loading the firmware, and we'll be able to see what's happening on the screen. So yeah, the iron is hot. I'm not good at soldering, but I can do it. I always clean like this. Clean my soldering iron like that. I'll apply some flux here and to the board. Just this old flux I've got lying around. Seems to work. And this is the solder, quite fine. It won't be great, but it'll do the job. And these budget things that normally have a magnifying glass will work. So let's get on and just get this attached. And plenty of lighting, and I always use my magnifying glasses so I can really see what I'm doing. I just use a toothpick to apply the flux when needed. There's the pins that came with the board. Okay, you can see on the other side, poking through. Add some flux and just tap some solder on there. Once I've done one, then the rest will be easy. Okay, one done. You can see now it's solid already, just with one in there, ready for my cables. Okay, it's on there. We'll clean the flux off, but it's on there. Let's connect the pins. So if you look, each pin is marked. So that one says VGC, and the bottom one says RST, and then we look across to our board. You can see there, RST at one end, VGC at the other end. So all you do is follow the cables down. So if we look at our cables here, you can see that red is VGC, black is ground, DN is blue, let's get it right, red, black, blue, CLK, yellow, CS looks orange, green, D, my eyes are so bad, DC, and RST. Let's connect that up. Okay, I've connected them all apart from the yellow and the blue. Now the yellow and the blue says on here that it's DIN and CLK, but on the board we haven't got DIN or CLK. We've got the words, let's have a look now, is it SCK and M0SI, so I'll have to learn more about that. But otherwise it's all soldered. Let's just add some power to see if we even get a screen come on, because we've got the live and the earth, so something should come to life. We're just going to plug it into there, 12 volts. Okay, we have got some power going to it. But yeah, nothing on the OLED screen, but it's a bit like when you plug in a Pi Star, there's nothing telling the OLED screen to do anything. Okay, bye for now, all the best.